kind of a real bummer, though, since we just had the rain over the weekend. You want a little bit of a break. But we do have, these are our two main systems, if you will, for the week. That's number one. Here's number two. And they're going to be slow moving. This one won't move out until Wednesday, and this takes its sweet time getting across the country because essentially they're cut off from the flow, so they're going to have to feel other entities push and pull them along. Let's start off with number one right here. There's our spin. You notice it's just sitting and spinning, has nothing to push it, pull it, move it. We do have moisture being pulled up from the Atlantic at the mid to upper levels and all the way down to the surface as well. Those clouds, that rain coming up here along the Outer Banks, making their way into New England. We have surface features, but you can also see that upper level low reflected down to the surface and that counterclockwise spin, even with that surface low. This is an occluded front, and this means the cold front overtakes the warm front. You get an occluded front, and usually you see occlusions when these systems are kind of late in their life. And this system's just like late in its life. It's like, just leave me alone, let me be. I just want to sit here and hang out and not do a whole lot, because you do get a little tired once you get older, which I didn't really believe until I got older, and now I totally get it. Do you know what I mean?
You're like, oh, those wise people once told me, and they were true.
Yes.
They were accurate.
Yes. Listen to your elders, because what they were saying will all of a sudden catch up to you. We do have the potential for some stronger thunderstorms, though, as we head later in the day, anywhere from North Carolina all the way over into the eastern lakes. And it is widespread storms because you have the upper level entity. You see that rotating. You've got surface features. You've got heavy rain. You've got cloud cover. You've got thunderstorms. And it's all just going to be rotating in and around this entire system that we've got here. Great for the drought because things are still quite dry for us, but not so great because we have it today, we have it tomorrow, and we're going to have it into our Wednesday as well. Notice how this finally is going to start pulling out as we head into our Wednesday. But until that upper low clears, you're still going to get the cloud cover and the cooler temperatures, by the way. They'll be below average, at or below average for us. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with this drought monitor as we head into our Thursday when we get the new drought monitor. It cuts off taking in data on Tuesday, but we did just have that rain this weekend, and we'll get these showers into that, at least our Monday showers into that here. And through Wednesday, we will get more rain. Light for the most part, but some of us could get heavier rain, and that gives us the potential for some flooding as we head through tomorrow morning and even through Wednesday morning, as this low is just, I mean, do your kids ever just take their sweet time and you're like, come on, yeah. Come on, get there, let's go. Yeah.
And the hard part is it happens in the morning, and it's like you don't want to create a stressful situation first thing in the morning. No, you don't. Right? Or send them to school when they're all stressed. It's always at the most inopportune time.
Right? You like inopportune. You just are like, come on.
So I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to be okay if I'm a little late, if it's going to create peaceful transition for them to go to school.
Instead of the chaos.
Rather than get out of this car, because so many of us have gone through that situation.
Getting so much rain there in the Southern Plains. It's been nonstop. But it's not only the Southern Plains, by the way. If we go back the last couple of months, the entire Mississippi basin's been very wet from Kentucky. And by the way, the basin stretches far and wide for us here. But right in the center of the country, we've been getting soaked. All that water is coming down the Mississippi River. That's why we still have very high flood gauges here into Louisiana. The Mississippi River at Baton Rouge, though, at Major, is going to be going down. The same also here with the river here in Gainesville, Texas. That's going to be going down. This one here, that's at That's at Major. I'm forgetting the name. If you guys scroll back real quick, it was the first one down there that I had written in the prompter. Yes? No? Thanks. Red River. The Red River near Gainesville, Texas. I just wanted to make sure it was actually the Red River because there's so many different rivers here for us. But they're starting to come down, which is the good news. And I don't think the rain that we are going to get shouldn't exacerbate the situation too much for some of these places. The last 7 days have just been soaked. Shreveport, we're above average by over 6 inches for the year. And it looks like the heaviest rain is going to fall into the parishes of Louisiana. So there's a potential we could see some flooding there with that heavy rain. But first, through tomorrow morning, where that upper level entity is, we are going to get rain into Texas and on into New Mexico. New Mexico really needs the rain. Also, parts of Texas are very, very dry, very bad drought situation here. Oddly, up towards the Panhandle, we're doing okay on rain. Then everything shifts east very slowly as this upper level low just rolls its way eastbound, and it is likely we'll see flooding from Texas to Mississippi, and then again possible through Thursday morning, where Louisiana and Mississippi, by the way, will get a lot of heavy rain. Not to mention Mississippi is the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. We'll be doing a special this August and be live out there for you. Moisture returning into Texas, already seeing the storms around Lubbock. They'll rotate up through Amarillo. Notice it's today, it's tomorrow, this is all that same system. As it just gets stretched out and moves east and keeps rotating around Jordan here, we're going to be experiencing the storms from it all week long. And remember, it only takes 6 inches of swiftly moving water to knock you off your feet.
Yeah, please be careful, especially when you get those heavy down.
Thanks for staying with us on America's Morning Headquarters. I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams alongside meteorologist Jordan Steele and Kelly Cass.
Good morning, everyone. Kind of a gloomy first weekend of May in the Northeast, even though we need the rain. But a place like Algonquin, not the best ocean view, Steph.
No, and usually we have such a beautiful sunrise. And we go to
a good show.
Don't you feel like we go to Algonquin like on the regular for that sunrise?
Yeah, your sunrise, your sunset even. Strong thunderstorms blasting north of Boston. Here in Winchester, we had trees come down and a lot of power outages.
That we did. Gusts over 60 miles an hour reported in parts of Massachusetts on Saturday. More than 400 customers in Middlesex County still in the dark this morning. Still in Pennsylvania, people without power.
22,000 customers in Pennsylvania still.
Several waves of storms came through last week. And Jordan, we could see more power outages in the coming days, not only with storms in the Northeast, but also in the South.
Yep. And of course, that's all coming from the system that